Hello everyone. Welcome back to AI Tools Research Channel. Many of you know that in the past 4 years, the entire technological landscape has undergone a seismic shift with the amazing developments in artificial intelligence, AI, and immersive metaverse technologies. Furthermore, we've also seen blockchain technology maturing and proving itself as a viable and scalable, trustworthy, and transparency fabric. This video is about the inevitable convergence of these three very powerful and disruptive technologies: AI, blockchain, and immersive metaverse. Together, they are in process of transforming how we live, work, socialize, and conduct commerce. In fact, transforming every aspect of our personal and professional lives. The most intriguing and disruptive advancements have been in generative artificial intelligence, Gen AI, specifically with the accidental discovery of the transformer architecture in deep learning neural networks and models by Google in 2017. In August 2017, Google's transformer architecture gave us this concept of looking forward and backwards within words, and being able to draw out what the next word should be. This laid the foundation for artificial neural networks designed to understand language as a human would, both in written and spoken forms, as well as to be able to reproduce language in a natural manner. Understanding human language means not only comprehending words and their definitions, but also understanding context, emotions, intent, and the various other subtextual information conveyed through language. In the past 12 months, several AI labs have launched breakthrough systems in the race to grab market dominance. This race heated up with the release of ChatGPT from OpenAI in late 2022. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which is a large language model, or LLM, and is the technology behind ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a remarkable chatbot that garnered over 1 million subscriptions in the first month of its release, ushering in the era of LLMs. ChatGPT opened the eyes of the world to the use and possibilities of AI natural language processing, or NLP, in augmenting our daily life. In less than 24 months of the release of ChatGPT, we have seen generative AI being used for not only text, but also for images, video, audio, music, and even developing software code. Generative AI image models from OpenAI, Midjourney, Google, Stable Diffusion, and scores of others are being used to create amazing high-resolution imagery and video. Average non-techie users are now able to create amazing content for the metaverse, paving the way to a true user-generated content economy. The pace at which we are seeing new developments and innovations in AI is truly mind-boggling. As McKinsey & Company put it, in the next 10 years, we will experience more technological change than we did in the preceding 100 years. That's a really bold statement, but it is loaded with evidence and truth. Here are some highlights and features of the three technologies that are converging to transform every aspect of our life and the economy. First, let's take AI. AI is fast approaching human-level capabilities. GPT-4, with its mixture of experts, or MOE, architecture, and possibly Q-Star, Gemini, Mixtral, Sora, Lumiere, and several other large language models, LLMs, and vision models, are collectively gaining near-human intelligence. In the field of software programming, AI-based code generators such as Microsoft's Copilot, Amazon, OpenAI's Codex, DeepMind's AlphaCode 2, and others are enabling people with no previous programming experience to develop and test their own software application. Next, the adoption of generative AI is rapidly climbing, driven by the simplicity of new user interfaces for creating high-quality text, graphics, and videos in a matter of seconds. So, it's highly likely that in just a few years, maybe even earlier, people will be developing their own software and creating their own high-quality content such as virtual worlds, 3D digital twins, stories, music, animations, games and game assets, and motion picture quality full-length movies. All this will be showcased on the Metaverse. The Metaverse will be a marketplace of the best in human innovation. We can expect decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, and self-sovereign decentralized IDs in this creator-led content economy, birthing novel business models and experiences. This technological convergence of AI, blockchains, and Metaverse is a fertile ground for new business opportunities and wealth creation. However, there are some major challenges with AI that have yet to be addressed. For example, the first and biggest challenge relates to transparency and trust. This is because AI large language models are more like a black box in nature. There is incoming data, which is the input data, and there are decisions coming out, which is the results you get back from a prompt. But you don't know exactly what's happening in the middle. We don't know what is happening inside the black box that is driving decisions on what to output. Furthermore, it is near impossible to verify the authenticity of the data that is going into the system. To train the model, due to the large amount of data involved, this makes verifying the LLM itself and check the authenticity of the data that is coming out extremely tedious and humanly impossible. This is where blockchain comes in. Blockchain can serve as a powerful governance platform to address this. The immutable nature of blockchain's digital records ledger and its decentralized data storage provide a transparent and accountable framework for AI systems' permanent validation. While it is not feasible nor practical to store the entire large language models on the blockchain itself because there is simply too much data, blockchains offer a perfect use case to store fingerprints of LLMs. Basically, you can generate a fingerprint of an LLM, large language model, and write that on the blockchain. And because the blockchain is an immutable ledger, the fingerprint can never be deleted. And then, whenever the specific LLM is used, its fingerprint can be checked first for validations. By leveraging the capabilities of blockchain, we can gain insights into the decision-making process of AI algorithms and verify the integrity of the underlying data, thereby enhancing trust and facilitating explainable AI. This is an extremely innovative solution to circumvent the AI black box dilemma. Moreover, blockchains also solve the identification problem. That is the identity of who trained the model in the first place. Even the entire training corpus can be fingerprinted right from the source up to the word and token count. The blockchain identity layer gives the added layer of trust, security, and safety. With the identity layer, you not only can confirm that the data in the LLM has not been tampered with and its integrity has not been compromised, but you can also identify who actually created it. And as with any disruptive technology, eventually AI will be regulated. For example, the European Union is actively working on new rules around Gen AI models and how they can be verified for their authenticity and biases. They want to fully ensure transparency of biases in datasets used to train the LLM to preempt any potential dangers that their output can pose to society, such as mass divides and social unrest, among many others. With fingerprinting in place, running an algorithm that checks for a stamp can provide proof that there is no bias in the dataset. Or even if there is bias, then a bias mitigation algorithm can create a new stamp that identifies the bias. This will prevent unethical and malicious actors from profiting in the so far Wild West sphere of AI. By enforcing fingerprints and stamps on the blockchain, over time we can ensure compliance to regulations and ethics, and also intelligently tackle the questions of biases, exclusions, etc. in the global digital world. Moving on to the next problem with AI, many questions and concerns are arising now on the consequences of the control over AI technology, algorithms, compute infrastructure, and talent by a few megacorporations. This concern is very genuine, but fortunately we have a large community of open-source developers spread across the globe. There are an increasing number of open-source projects that are gaining popularity, and successful adoption of these innovations can mitigate the above threat. But these developers can't carry on for free forever. Their contributions have to be monetized somehow. Blockchains and decentralized compute infrastructure are a natural first choice for the mass adoption, monetization, and future growth and enhancements of these open-source AI large language model projects. As the number of decentralized LLMs increase, each serving a specific niche or industry, blockchain and cryptocurrency can take a central role in their monetization. Blockchain can enable tokenizing fine-tuning LLMs, query and inference jobs, and payments for tasks such as research, text-to-speech, speech-to-text transcription, image and video generation, etc. Crypto tokens like SingularityNet, AGIX, and Ariston ARTZ, for example, can be used to pay for these decentralized AI services. This will not only allow such AI services to scale globally, but also eliminate the need for using credit cards, debit cards, and bank accounts and mitigate associated risks to access and use AI systems. Furthermore, many countries do not have credit card facilities, so crypto tokens currencies can be the rails for onboarding new users, thereby significantly increasing open-source LLM adoption. Now let's look at how blockchains benefit from AI. Even though blockchains offer trust, immutability, and frictionless transactions, they have one huge shortcoming: and that is the ever-rising volume of transactions. The data on blockchains is multiplying at an enormous rate. First, the number of blockchain ecosystems has increased. This means more wallets, NFTs, APIs, inter-blockchain protocols, centralized and decentralized exchange transaction, complex DeFi offerings, collection of IoT sensor data, and so many other novel products and services. Then, the adoption and size of the prominent blockchains launched a decade ago has grown. Remember, blockchains in theory are literally chains of data from inception of the first Genesis block. There is no option for deletion of data in blockchains. The chain simply keeps growing. The reason to keep all that data on the blockchain is to make sure you can look at a transaction that happened 30 years ago, and no one can dispute that transaction. That is the positive part of blockchains. The shortcoming, however, is that it is simply not possible to efficiently and reliably query, audit, and analyze the mountains of stored data. Only artificial intelligence-powered solutions are able to perform defensible audits as well as perform deep analytics on the data. Beyond this, another innovative use case of AI converging with blockchain is that AI LLMs can be trained with blockchain data for query and inference. For example, time-stamped blockchain data up to a certain period can be fed into deep machine learning transformer models, trained and fingerprinted, and then large language models trained on that data can then be inferenced like any other LLM for fast blockchain queries and analytics. The interplay between AI and blockchain extends beyond transparency and accountability. The integration of these technologies opens up new avenues for augmentation and automation. AI brings intelligence to blockchain-based networks, enabling rapid audits, comprehensive data analysis, and actionable insights. Blockchains serve as a trusted and immutable data vault. Through automation, AI and blockchain streamlines business processes, reducing friction and increasing efficiency. This seamless collaboration empowers organizations and individuals, fostering a transparent data economy and acts as a catalyst to drive the adoption of more decentralized solutions. Finally, let's discuss virtual economies and AI-driven marketplaces that will emerge on the Metaverse. Only the confluence of AI, blockchain, and Metaverse platforms and associated AR and VR developments can make this a reality. There are many challenges, hurdles, and roadblocks in the way, but with recent developments in all three technologies, these are no longer unsurmountable. Let's first take the concern of intellectual property ownership and protection of user-generated content, UGC, on the Metaverse. This is a valid concern as generative AI has empowered people to create amazing new content that encompasses poems, songs, music, images, video, audio, 3D characters, and animated stuff. So we know that there will be plenty of UCG online in the virtual worlds. Fortunately, we have a mechanism already in place via blockchain in form of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, and payment rails including the immutable storage and transfer of assets. So anything created by a user can be tokenized, used, rented, leased, or sold in a frictionless manner. The question remains if the material created claimed to be owned is genuine. This is where AI algorithms play a role. AI can be used to scan the web and the blockchains to determine the existence of that asset before creating an NFT. This applies to the entire multimodal content space. Secondly, AI can manage the Metaverse DAOs and the decentralized and sovereign IDs. With AI's ability to authenticate identity using multiple vectors such as fingerprints, facial recognition, speech recognition, text, and any additional vectors that we can think of, and the privacy and encryption features of blockchains, the problems of management and governance on the blockchain will be efficient, reliable, and impregnable. Third, Metaverse constitutions can be enforced and managed by AI. AI and blockchain are going to play a central role in shaping the next frontier of digital interaction through Metaverse technology innovations. The confluence of AI, blockchain, and the Metaverse marks a new era in digital interaction, representing a transformative shift in our daily lives. This convergence offers boundless potential for immersive experiences, both for personal as well as business-to-consumer and business-to-business interactions. The AI-driven economies within the Metaverse are bound to flourish due to enhanced privacy and security, trust, transparency, and efficiency. And lastly, a word of caution. As we navigate this dynamic landscape, we must be mindful of ethical considerations and work together to shape a metaverse that enriches our lives and connects us in ways previously unimaginable. The